Alright, here we go. So, what's up, y'all? We're going to be restoring Forest Interlude today. So, I've got everything all set up here, and the first thing we're going to do is check out this first channel here. Let's check it out. I'm going to go ahead and copy it down while I got a chance, because it's all in pieces. Let's see what I got to do here to make this happen. Let's make a new pattern and call it synth. There's a tabla. Alright. This might take a minute. Alright, let's shut that off. So all we gotta do is, I gotta copy this thing. Wait, is this all the same note? What? See, these two are no, it's supposed to be changing. I don't know. Alright. I'll just keep copying it, see what we get out of that. Let's just keep playing that synth sound. See that it looks like it's not lining up. Let's see. Let me pop out the chat here before we move on. Oh yeah, hey everybody. What's up, y'all? All right, I see some regulars in here. Now, I don't think this synth is see, this is not what we're supposed to hear so far. I can tell just by. So this is not even the right. I'm not even gonna copy this because it's not the right notes. I think the notes got jarbled up in the conversion, but I know what I'm pretty sure I know what the notes are. So I'm just gonna play it and match the velocity here. So let me see. It's something like this. Whoops. Okay, so literally we just have to That's really loud. We don't need it that loud. And so that that synth is supposed to be at what velocity? Looks like it's supposed to be right here at like 27%. But remember, we have the whole velocity is scaled down, so we need to scale it back up. Now the loudest velocity is obviously going to be the bass. So we take this right here and see how far we have to scale it up to get to 100. And that's our scale. So let's go change this to 27%. Might help if I do like this. 27% right here. And then let's go and take it up like that. All right. And in the original, there's some kind of pitch automation, but it's not really theremin-like. It's like so done, and the next one we have is an upward note, and that'll be going. Okay, so yeah, so it looks like it's just going down, up. So maybe it is there really theremin-like. Let me listen to it again. Yeah, it is. It does move like a theremin, like the pitch goes up and down with the notes. But it stops. It doesn't play the whole. See, there's like a stop in between there. So that's good, like that motion is kind of good like that. We don't need to do any pitch automation. And so let's just match the cutoff then. So let's just match it note by note. And it froze on me again. Let's just, so I know we're gonna have to group this again. Alright, so let's close this out. Open again. So what's the, we have to find the range of the sweep now. So how many bars does it go for? So it's like a 4-bar cycle. So we do this one more time and then go so that it takes till up to here to get down. I'm not sure about the... Yeah, that's better. Okay, so I already had put reverb on there. Let me make sure it's right. So we got, what's the interval that we have on here? We have 3 steps. The interval here is actually about like 1 step. No, it's 2 steps. 2 steps with a little bit extra. Alright, now let's make sure, let me make sure the fine details of that are right. I think the pitch bend needs to be longer. And where is the thing for that? Right here, yeah. I think I want more resonance on that. Ouch. Ooh. Is there some kind of volume sweep on this? No. There is a resonance sweep. Yeah, ouch. Ooh. want to get that I want to get the squeak really nice on this one because there's really it's got a specific resonance signature. I think that's it right there. And I don't want the cutoff to go so low. It go as low as it does. That's about right there. Yeah, we want a lot of reverb on that. Just don't want those highs to be so harsh. I think that's pretty much it. Yep, that's that. So let's move on to our tabla. So let's make a new track, call it tabla. And before I forget, let's give this a mixer track so that we can affect it later on. And that's going to go into the lead instruments because it's a lead instrument. Now the tabla. It's just a 1-bar loop. Actually, a half a bar loop. We're going to take it for 1 bar. Let's bring up those velocities. Now this is an echo right here, so we can delete this. And we can go and put it on a mixer track and say that we want it to have a delay of 2 And there's also a pitch envelope on that, because it's sort of like you change the pitch so it sounds like a talking drum. Which a talking drum is it's a little African drum that you spin it, change the pitch warbles, and it sounds like it's talking. It sounds pretty much like that. So what we want to do is take this envelope like that, but you see there's a little bit of space here that we don't want. We're gonna have to remove that later. So now what we want to do is zoom in on that and take it, just cut that out right there. And then it should, see how it lines up perfectly with the graph? So we want to say, let's play it back. And now you remember how we had that echo note. Now we have to delete the pitch envelope on the echo note. So it should be right here is where we want to delete. Let's just merge it with that other note right here. Not there. There we go. There we go. Now we want it to be, I want it to be a little pluckier because there's that sharp pluck at the beginning in the original. Yeah, that's sounding more like it. Alright, that sounds pretty good. Let me see what y'all are saying. Hi. Hi, how are things going? Good. Good. Earthworm Jim. Yeah, the orchestra hit, I think it's going to be a while before we can get that one, but we have plenty to do. So, alright, that sounds good. Let me check it one more time. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so now we have, let's go ahead and place it in the timeline while we're here. So we have about, I think two, because you can see where it starts to repeat like this. It goes for pretty much the end of the song, except for the last two bars. Where we get the synth back again. And I think this is going to be the last one part, so it loops. Alright, and that's it for the first channel. That's the echo from the other one. Alright, so this is going to be the percussion loop. So let's turn that down. Let's see. Make sure this has the. That sounds like the right pitch. All right. And then we have to do our velocity on that. Bring it up there, and then. Okay, so then we have the hi-hats. Okay, looks like we've got an echo of this one, so let's let it ring out. And then this should be a open hi-hat. I think these should be root note. Alright, and then we have the cowbell. Gotta have more cowbell. Alright, so that's too low. That sounds about right. But we don't want it to echo. We want to do that in post. And then that bird sound. I'm not sure if that sounds right or not. That sounds about right. I'm not really sure, but okay. Now here's where the steel keg comes in, which we took so long to find. Right here. And it's gonna have a little, there we go. And that bird sound is so loud. And all these things actually need to be brought up a bit. Just the velocity. Just for that. Yep. Yeah, we don't need it for that. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. Alright. Next would be the Fantabell. Got another echo node in there that we want to remove, and I think we want that to be octave up. Yeah, there we go. And we want that to have some vibrato on it too. That's good. And then the gyro. I think we forgot about the that thing right there. There we go. Alright, and then the snare, there's like a high, it's the regular snare, but it's high pitched. And that sounds perfect right there. Just like that. Then there's the ride cymbal. Alright, that sounds pretty good. Now what we need to do is put it all in a, let's make a new mixer track and call it Percussion Loop. And let's add in our delay. So let's take everything to that number 3. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. No, wait, not that. No. All right. It immediately makes it groovier, man. I don't know how, but alright, and I thought there was like an actual like other channel delay. I guess it's just that one. But now we have a delay track on it. And so we're gonna put all this in the drums. So let's put it in reverb too. And I think this needs to be louder. Phantom bell. Alright, now let's go and throw that on there. So we only need it needs to start, I think it starts at the same time as the tabla starts. No, wait, it takes 4 bars after the tabla starts, and it stops about 4 bars before the song ends. But before the song ends, it somewhere in there it like all goes down an octave. So we need to make another one for that. We need to count how many bars it takes to do that, or what part of the song it takes to do that. See? Now it does this thing right here. It's all the same, it's just an octave down. Everything's pitched an octave down. So what we need to do is, it was at that second part of the song when there was like, this part with the bass doom 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 doom. So this with the synth that goes na 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 na. It was right here. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, so at this bar right here. So what is this? Let's put our cursor over here. Find that spot right there, and go and play that right there. Right here is where it stops. It goes an octave lower. So let's take all that out and say, alright, so we're going to copy that and do it for another bar. And do the same thing for everything else. But we're going to go an octave lower. I think that pipe hit doesn't last, or something doesn't last as long as I need it to. I think it's that Phantom Bell needs to decay for longer. Yeah. And the pipe hit needs to stay for a little longer. But I think that bell needs to be louder too. And that's good for that. Okay, now we need to say that for the rest of the song, up until 4 bars to the end, that we're going to see this. There we go. So it starts like, so it ends like. It's a weird little, the synth just kind of makes that jump. Yeah, I might have to remedy that. I'll have to figure that out later. Alright, but that's basically, it's basically all to up and all of that thing. Let's see what else we got. This is the bass right here. I'm not done with the DK. I'm done with the DK1 tracks. We're gonna wrap that up soon, maybe in the next live stream. But everyone's really wanting this song, and now we can do it. So we'll. Next thing we'll probably wrap up DK1 soon. We have all the tracks for DK1, but nothing else. And no other game is complete. So it looks like we've got in the beginning. In the beginning, Dave created this little loop right here. So we've got this loop of call this a bass. We've got this drone bass going music and film. And yeah, music and film is like work for me. It's not quite steady work, but it does me good. Alright, so we need another. Now we need that section where it's like the pluck bass. It's like almost like an electric bass. Doom 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 doom. So we have two loops here. We have this guy right here, and then we have this other B loop for the B part of the song. And this pretty much plays all the way out. So I've created another channel for the strings. Now we just need to form the envelope. And there's a click at the beginning of that. I want to kind of take that out. There we go. And I want to make all of this loudest it can go, because the bass is the loudest. With the proper cricket sounds and Bayou Boogie. I've actually already done that, but it's not in the video. I can't replace the audio in the video. I can only replace it in the MP3 track. Yeah, man, this bass melody is like, it's got a rhythm, and it's just really nice. Alright, so to make this happen, we have to, first we need a few counts of the droning bass. And then once we get, I think right when the tabla starts, or the talking drum, we need to, no wait, right when the percussion starts, we need to switch to the plucky bass, short bass as it were. Just loop that until we get to this part right here. And then we have, wait a minute. So we have this goes on, hold on, 1 second. Let me see something. So watch the bass right here. Wait a minute. No, see we have a different pattern here actually. Okay, so hold on, bear with me 1 minute. So we have this loop right here, plays for a while. So let's go and slide this guy over and make room for the first 4-bar loop, where it's going from the 1 up to the 4, or that's not even the 1. I think this thing is written in C minor, so that would be it would be going from the 4 to the 7. Dun, 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 dun. And we wanted to do that for 3 times, 3 rounds. And then 2 rounds of the regular, this kind of thing. And then we have an extra bar right here. And I think we did this loop a little bar too late. Wait a minute. This is why. Here we go. Oh wait. No. There we go. Why don't you take action against Terra Blue? You should copyright strike her. It's not right what she's doing. Well, technically, I don't own the copyrights to any of this. And actually, I don't think she's uploaded a video in a while. And second of all, I really just want to make these. I don't really care about all that. That's not really important to me. And she's like not really doing anything anymore because I haven't uploaded any whips anymore. I learned not to upload any whips. I don't know I don't know anything about that stuff, the content strike. I'm just here to make these things. I don't want to put too much energy into that. Nintendo owns the right to the song, and I don't think that remix counts towards being your own work entirely. No, it definitely doesn't count. I think it's a big gray area between, because I technically created this, but it is, for all intents and purposes, the original work, and I'm not taking any creative liberties with this. I'm just trying to translate it to bring it up into real time. So I did not work with her. I've never really talked to her, never spoken to her very much. She just kind of uploaded the stuff. She credited me in the description for some of them, and then some of the restorations she did herself, but I think she just like took the original audio and sort of like tried to remaster it and layered it with like other sounds. She didn't really create it. I think her hot head bop was her own. But again, she was just remastering the original soundtrack. But anyway, she's not really doing anything anymore. I'm not worried about it. I'm just here to make these. As long as it's not still happening, then we're good. I think everybody who cares to know about it, know the real one, knows about it, so we're all good. And I think that does it for this track. Now we just have what's next. What is your favorite track? My favorite track would be, I don't know. I think maybe Sticker Brush would be one of my favorite tracks. But actually, one of my favorites would have to be Run Rambi Run, because that one was kick ass. Yeah, that was a really great one, and the boss tune is really great as well. It's one of my favorites from DK1 is the boss tune. But I also love, everybody loves Sticker Brush Symphony and the water level. And this one, of course. This is a favorite. But I would say my favorite is Run Rambi Run of all time, and the boss tune from DK1. How do you automatically move notes horizontally in the piano roll? You mean in the timeline, like this? You got to choose the paint tool. You choose the paint tool, and you can just say, okay, whoop, and then you choose this thing, and it just kind of, you can moves it. Pencil tool just moves stuff. The paint tool kind of paints a long thing, and the same goes for the piano roll. I think if you use you can paint like that, and then if you use the pencil, it just kind of sounds like the Yoshi's Island boss track. Do you like Tropical Freeze music? Even though there's no, I like it. It's all right. I don't think it has that dark feeling, that dark ambient feeling that the original tracks has, but I enjoy it. Alright. Yeah, Japanese guy also had uploaded my work. I put a comment on his thing. I don't know if he's still doing it, but I don't think many people really got down to that one. Anyway, so let's move on to what is the next instrument here. I think this is like 2 conjoint tracks. That's this right here. Now if we just go and copy it to Airvox, wait, not in this one. Let's go and say that this is the harmony. Let's not forget to make those bass tracks a, let's call this bass. And make it a track. Let's say that this goes to the accompaniment. And then let's give the Airvox a track. And I think we're going to work with the reverb in the wave station. So let's go and say that we want the Alright, so that's that right there. Now let's go and get the melody, main melody here. So we only, the other one is a repeat. This is just a repeat right here, so we only want to take the first iteration and then loop it later. So let's say melody. And there's an echo to that. You give it its own track. And also want to, let's give it stronger velocity. So let's see what's those what's the interval on that delay. So I would say it's a little bit less than 2 steps. So we got 2.0, 146, maybe 142 would do us. appreciate. Pan flute in the original song. Yeah, the pan flute in the original song sounded pretty good because it's a simple sound. I mean, I guess some of these sounds, I think they had a choice of how much they could compress them. They wanted the pan flute to come in clear. And then, so what do we have after that? We have that synth. Okay, this synth is going to be hell to work with. So let me make sure this synth seems to come in. Sure, that looks like the right notes for it. So now we have to copy that one by one. And I'm just gonna, let me just copy them all. I'm gonna copy them all into a new pattern. That way we can just kind of, well, not a new pattern, but like right here. And then we can just kind of take them, and this is the first bar that they're on, so let's cut it and go take it to the res wave. Let's do that for every track. Just cut it, take it to res wave, cut it, paste, cut, 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 paste. One more time, cut and paste. So let's see what we've got here. Ouch, that hurts. Okay, I think I messed up here. Yeah, I think I copied them in. I copied them in. Some of them weren't supposed to go in that same bar. Then when I copied this one, so let's go and take off from there. Oh yeah, that's just a few of them. So let me go and find where this one starts right here. Cut it and paste it right there. And then this one, cut it and paste it right here. Wait. No. Right here. Alright. So now we've got that full track there. I'm not sure if that's right. Let me check it. That sounds about right for that part. But no, what about this part right here? I think I did something wrong with the copying again. I think it's just supposed to go like that. And actually, I think it's supposed to be over here. And up here. I think this is supposed to be over here. Yeah, I messed up when copying this, but that's okay. We can fix it. So So this is supposed to be over here. Alright, let's go right here. Let's put this over here. I think it's supposed to be an octave up too. Nah, maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, this is not right either. So let me see, what's that part? So I think that it's like so it's I think what it does is it let me copy the harmonica first and see where it all kind of fits in. Okay, so this right here is supposed to, let's see. I think this is a mix of like all the, hold on, I'm just gonna need to copy it again and make sure it's right, make sure I do it right this time, because this is confusing. So let's take them all and go again and say, okay, so we're gonna start over here because these are supposed to, this is all supposed to be pushed back. And so we're gonna take that right there, see it starts right here, and we're gonna paste it over here. And then we go to this one. Paste it right there. Notice that it all kind of fits together. Then we're going to go to the next one right here, but notice that how it starts at a new bar. So we want to be very careful not to take it like somewhere it doesn't want to go. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to copy it exactly. I'm going to try to copy it exactly how it, we'll copy everything exactly how it came. So let's go, we're going to go copy this again. Put it right there. And let's say that this and this will also be copied exactly as it is. And then so now everything's in proportion, but there's some like, I don't know what this is doing. Oh, this is so this, now everything's in proportion to how it is. We're gonna move it all later. So let's go ahead and say that we'll take the res wave as it already is and copy it like this. And notice the pattern here. Everything's coming in a particular pattern. So we could copy it right here. Boom. Boom. Now we're starting a new bar, so we want to do it like right here so it starts pasting it on this bar. Boom. 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 Now see, now there's not one that starts right here, so we want to go over here where this one starts and say, there it is right there. And also this one starts right here. And then that's pretty much that. Oh, that was easy when I broke it down like that. Well, actually this one is missing. So go to where it starts. Make sure we copy it at the right bar. And there we go. Now we have our whole pattern. So now we can go and take this and paste it over here so that we're not leaving all this empty space. And I know that the res wave starts right here. So we can go and take it and paste it right here. And then the harmonica is supposed to start right here, I believe. So we start that right there. It's way too loud. But I think that waits a bar for it to start. And actually, no, it's going to start right here with this gap, because there's that part where it's like, na 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 na. Okay, now that's looking right. Now the next step is to get the we need the envelopes on the cutoff for this. So let's see what kind of, let's listen to it over here. Okay, so we've got a, it sort of like comes up from the ground, like it goes low cut off and then all the way up here. Or maybe from right here. Maybe up here? Let's bring up our velocity so we can hear it. Oh yeah, wait, I brought it down a lot. Ooh, we need it to be more like this, maybe. I think it changes in pitch right there, too. So let's go and watch the, no, it doesn't change in pitch. But there's something... I think the cutoff is also too short, too long. Maybe this sweep goes down here, I think. I don't know, it's going to take some time to get right. This is just a repeat of that, so we can loop it. I think that's hurting my ears. Turn it down. So I'm wondering about this res wave right here. So we've got, I can't seem to get that right. So we've got so we've got we wanted to have that sort of formant sound. So we need to figure out what cutoff degree to start at and what to end at. Right here would be the one, all the way from 0 to 1, but 0 to 100. But we don't have, let's see. Doesn't even sound right, really. So maybe we don't start directly at 0. Yeah, right there is our sweet spot. About 15%, 14. 12% is where we start. And then this one's like not the same scale, so 12%, just way down here. Let's see where the degree is. So instead of it's a 200% scale, it's a negative 100 to So that would be about 25% we would start. Negative 25% we would start at, or negative 75%. So we start over here, and then we go all the way to right here. No, not even that's too much. I see, so the 0 is like where the knob starts. So wherever the knob starts, wherever the knob begins, that's where the 0 is. So if I go to so that should be our, that's where we start, exactly where we start right there. Now let me zoom in here. Get this at 0. Here we go. And I think that the cutoff just lasts too long. Yeah, the attack needs to be less. All right. What did I do? I don't even know. Oh, here we go. All right, so let's listen to that again in the original. A little bit less of a intro. And I think that we need it to go further with the cutoff. But I want the cutoff to be, so I want it to be, let's be all the way there. Let's find out I want it to sweep all the way through. So let's say that wherever 0 is, we'll do from 0 to 100 and then change the knob. Let's give it a snap. Ooh, that sounds better. Oh yeah, there we go. Now that's sounding better. Let's see how far up we can go. Not that high. That sounds good. Maybe a little bit lower? I don't know. I think that's good for that cutoff. Now let's work on the delay. What's the delay interval like? So I know we have a cutoff right there. Like a delay. Let's zoom in here and see what that looks like. Looks like it's 2 steps, a little less than 2 steps, just like the last one. So let's say that the time is, go to 2, look at the shower right here. A little less than 2, so 145 would do. And I'm probably gonna want some more some reverb on that too. That's good. Huh. Okay, something went wrong with that. Oh yeah, I know what happened. We went all the way down. I think I want to go like start lower and go lower. But it doesn't, the problem is the thing doesn't go lower because I have it, I think we started, so let me give it a little more room. Let me go all the way, well, let's go a little bit down here. Like go right here and then have it go all the way to the bottom. I think this is the lowest it can't go lower than 0 because our position is 0. So there we go. That's perfect right there. But that also means that this one can't go like as low as it should because we have it going all the way up there. That's good. I think this is the same thing that they did on Sticker Brush Symphony. This is the same synth line. That's crazy. They had that same synth line going. All right. I think maybe it goes all the way down from here. There we go. That's perfect right there. So maybe I think this goes just sweeps up. I think this actually is down like this. No, it's definitely up there. And it's definitely, this part is definitely down an octave. Let's copy this over here, since it's the same line. Something sounds not right about that. I know how it's supposed to sound. I think it's supposed to be an octave up, actually. And maybe it is supposed to be like how I had it before. So it's supposed to go up and then it sweeps back down. And that last one, it sweeps down. Sweeps back down. Do 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 do. And I want a cap on that, like, sort of, still doesn't sound right. I think it's not supposed to go so high and it's not supposed to start so low. See, maybe it starts right here and then it ends, so it already doesn't go that high. I think it is supposed to go down on the, like, end on the down low. Oh, it is supposed to be that octave lower. And it is, maybe, I think it is actually supposed to go up that high. And it froze on me. Let me play around with it. Let me do what we did before, try to match the cutoff of the first note and then just match the one from the highest note. So let's go and take Oh, it is supposed to be up here. Let me go hear that again. I don't think it's supposed to be so low. See, here's the problem. It's supposed to be... Wait a minute. Yeah, it's got to be... It's down there. It's too high. It's too high up there. So we gotta make it... We want it to be like somewhere down here. So that's too much. So it goes, it should go all the way, I don't know if it goes all the way up. Maybe it just does like this. It goes like that far. But I think that there's like just not enough of a presence there. Like there's not, like the synth is like too... Let me mess with something. Yeah, the resonance is not supposed to be so high. It's supposed to be high, but not so, like, piercingly high. Let me check on the other ones, see if they survive. I think that this one needs to be lower. Like, have lower cutoff. A little bit lower. And the cutoff needs to go higher. We can do it louder too now that there's not so much piercing resonance. Alright, and then there's that loop that goes, I think that keeps this one good, right? And then we have this part. And why? It should start right here, right? Okay, so it's an octave higher. That's way too loud. Maybe that's too high. Oh, I see what, I think it's the, cutoff being too short. And maybe it doesn't need to go that high. Maybe it just needs to go to right here. Yeah, there we go. We need more on the lower end. We need to go down lower. Let's see. Here we go. And then it repeats again, but we're going to loop it in the thing so we don't have to do... Well, we can do all this again, since we have the thing. I don't want it to be so piercing. That should be just about perfect right there. It's not piercing. Alright, now let's see what y'all are saying. I had to do this, took a long time. Well, yeah, I had a whole discussion. What instrument is this? This is a this is just a synth. It's like a synth with a lot of resonance. It's just a sawtooth. Alright, let's see what y'all are saying. Cut, paste. Alright, so let's see, next we need the, so I'm sure you noticed that the harmonica is not on the right pitch. That's because there's bends. So we need to copy the bends that happen. Let me find this is the original. This one's the original. And so we need to copy the pitch bend. Let's paste it here at its channel. But see, this is not where it starts. See, now it doesn't make sense because it starts later in the original song. We have this silence cut off. So we need to go and see, where does it... So we need to start it right here. But see, the amount of cents, it doesn't quite track, and I think they removed the thing that tells me how much cents I'm actually doing right here. So I don't really know what the pitch is, so let's just go and do it till it sounds right. Too much. I think these are all at different, these are all at the wrong intervals. So this is a simple enough line. We can just use note bends. So na 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 na. So let's go take this and say we want to pitch bend up. So it should be. But I think we want it, it's because it needs to be shorter. And these are all echo notes, so we can remove them and just add delay. I'm not sure. I think it's because let me go and take a closer look at the actual bends that take place, even though the scale degrees are not right, but it'll show me where the pitch bends take place. And then it actually starts at, let me just go undo until I get to that part. So let's see. So pretty much all the places you would expect. But I'm not sure. And then undid those pitch bends, so. Oh wait, I know why it doesn't sound right, because we got this going on. There we go. Alright, that sounds good, and then, wait, we have a whole nother bit right here. These are all echo notes. And I think we forgot to do a velocity check on this. Put the velocity up. Let's put the velocity up to this level. And before we forget, let's put a mixer track on the res wave instrument. And let's put it in the leads. Let's give this one a mixer track. And also put it in the lead. Let's give it some reverb. And we also need to add vibrato to it and give it a sort of a take it away. It almost sounds out of tune. So let's see. Let me get G tune on this. It's about 5 cents out of tune. I don't think that would make much of a difference. I think it's because this synth, this harmonica takes a while to get up to speed, which is because we're using a longer version of the sample. So if we had just a single one like that, that should do it. I think we let's let it ring out a bit. Maybe we could let it ring out the whole way, see how that sounds. It still doesn't sound right. It still sounds out of tune. Maybe this actual thing is out of tune. So it is still a little bit out of tune. Let me check it. What are you guys saying? Harmonica is in D when it should be in E flat / C minor. Yeah, I thought that was like a weird looking note. So I think it's supposed to be in like, no. Yeah, right here. So it's a whole note off. There we go. I don't know why it was like that. It was like that in the original. Yeah, see it. Oh wait, no. Somehow I got it copied down. I don't know how that happened. I have no idea how that happened. So let's add that note delay in. So it looks like we need 8. And we want to gate it so that it doesn't play the whole time. So let's say okay, we want it to stop right there. Want to start up again right here. But not right there. There's a little bit of a... What's the timing there? We want that last note to start, to echo. Those last 2 notes, actually. So that should be right there, actually. So, but I can hear a little bit of the... sort of the... hear a little bit of sort of the beginning of something else. So it doesn't sound quite perfect. Probably because we're not exact with our automation. There we go. And then we don't want any delay right here. Na 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 na. Do 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 do. Brum ba bum. Da 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 dum. Do do do. Okay, so now all we need to do, we need that same, we need also that other delay track, because there's a whole nother track for the delay besides just that note delay. And we did that on the pan flute already, and we've got it on the, in the synth part of Harmor. So now we need it on the, we need that same stuff on the little less than 2 steps. So we go 146 should do it. Just so it's not a perfect thing. And then we go down here and ping pong and check it out. Alright. Well, that's pretty much the melody line. So if we just drop that in here, we drop it, make it start, make it start at the end there. Turn down the, synth. We need more bass on that tabla. Something's not right with that percussion loop too. Nah, it's right. I think I know it. It's right. It's I think the tablet just needs to be louder. The tablet just needs to be a lot louder. I think it needs to be punchier too. Recent uploaded tracks, but I have I can give you a link to all of them together. Let me see real quick. Give me a second. Right here. That'll do you. Alright, so let's check it out. Bass needs to be a little longer. Wherever it is. this thing's supposed to ring out a little more. I think there's a. Yeah, what's up with that? So there's a. This is the part where it's like. I think I removed the echo notes for that. Yeah. So we have to do another delay track and gate it to that part. Further. That sounds wrong. Oh, I see, because it's still echoing out. I forgot to mute it out. Let me go and exactly stop it right there. Call this voice. Make that like it's a melody line and say. So let's go and figure out the harmony then. Let's see what we got. What is this program? This is FL Studio. Main part in the intro feels different without the backing chords. Yes, it does. So that would be this would be one string part. No, this is the voice. This is one string part, and then we've got 2 string parts and 3 string parts. And this is also, I think this is another voice part. Yeah, this part's gonna go under, right under there. So let's just paste it right there. And remember that this is also an octave lower. Okay, so that's that part, and then we have our string part is separate from that. And so you see how the string part, it has a different, so there's this one right here is centered, and then the one right here is how many? 25% to the left, and then the top one here is 25% to the right. So if we copy all these, we can go and say, okay, let's make a new thing called strings. Let's see that right here. We're going to paste them. And so this one is going to be to the right, 25%. So we're going to cut it and paste it here. But see now with the wave station, we can't do that. We can't say that we can't change the panning of specific notes. So let's go and copy the wave station. Just clone it 3 times and say that this one right here is going to be 25% to the left, to the right, and this one right here, it's going to be 25% to the left, like this one is right here. And the next one's going to be center. So let's go and cut it and put it in the center channel. And they're all higher, 1 octave higher. All right. We need to have more of an intro. We also need the delay to be, like, decay to be longer. Wait a minute. Are you going to fix Northern Hemisphere? Yeah, I'll fix Northern Hemisphere next week, among other things, if I can get there. Next week I'll be at Christmas with my family. Maybe before I leave I can do one. No, it's too soon. But like I'll see what I can do. Worst case scenario, it might be on the 30th, or maybe the 2nd, maybe the 1st that we do it. I don't know. But next time we do a stream, we'll be able to fix Northern Hemisphere. I just know that a bunch of people wanted this song, so we're gonna do this, get this song knocked out. All right, so let's hear it all together. I think that's every track we have. So let's hear it all at once. What we got? Bass. Shouldn't be a clicking sound. I guess it's because it doesn't start from 0. I think the bass should have an intro anyway. Yeah, the bass needs a little bit of attack anyway, so that's okay. What's with the theremin? I think it's the strings need to be in a track. It's like the volume on that first note is too low. No, there's like a dip in volume. There's a dip in volume in the thing. Maybe, is that due to an envelope or something? That's very loud. those. That part needs some work. Was there a delay? Was there like an extended delay right here that I removed? I thought there was. Yeah, look at that. There's a little bit. No, wait, that's just the regular note delay. I think there needs to be more reverb on that res wave. There's something wrong with the cutoff on that part. The synth. Where is it? Melody. Alright, so this part, check it out. I think we need to go from there, from here. There we go. Look at that. That's the degree we're looking for. but not that much reverb. I bet you we're gonna want World River for this. Noises when low pitched. I think the whole thing is supposed to be lower pitch, lower volume. Cutoff. There we go. Alright, we need to work on the cutoff for that. So it's got to be like enough to match the note that's being played. That's good. Okay. Well, to make this, David Wise, that was back in the 90s. I don't think they really did like royalties and stuff much for video games back then. They didn't really hire freelance musicians to do video game work. They had him. He was employed by Rare full time or part time or whatever, probably full time, and he was just writing tracks for whatever game they had at the time. He would always be working on music on some game that they were working on. So that's kind of how that worked, as I remember it. You don't appreciate beauty. Check it out. It's beautiful. Terminator NES, The Sewers. Okay. Yeah, tweet me that. I'll have to check it out. What's up? See, there's a little zap that occurs whenever that synth comes back in. Hear it? Yeah, like the cutoff just like goes zip, goes back up. So what I want to do there is let me make this unique. So what we're gonna do is, with this being unique, we can manipulate it however we want without affecting the rest of the pattern. So what we're gonna do is give it a bar of introduction and just include a, because what's happening is that the cutoff, it ends when we're doing that, it goes all the way down, right? So now the cutoff setting is all the way down here. It's down at the bottom. It's down here. So when we get to this high note, it just like it goes zip. It doesn't start up. It moves up. So it starts from the bottom and it goes zip. It kind of climbs to get there. So what we're going to want to do is have another note, like reset the cutoff where it's all the way up here, but with a note that we don't hear, because we don't want to hear this note, but we want it to be, let's say that it's completely quiet, and then if it's like when it's down here, it should reset the cutoff. So now if we go from here, the cutoff is all the way down. Now if we go back here, it should start all back up the right way. There we go. Because that zap is on that muted note. It shoots up to reset the cutoff to high, but you don't hear it. So that's the kind of the solution to that. Alright, now we can listen to the thing. Yeah, check it out. We're almost done. Hours now, and we're just sort of getting everything together. Whoops. Synth here. I'm not sure if I want it to have such a high cutoff at the top. So let's play with the cutoff a bit. That should be perfect right there. Ending for this. Gotta write an ending. I think I already know how I have in mind because I played an ending to this when I would play piano. Kind of naturally improvised an ending. So let's see. I'll make it work. No, no. So it's we need to mute those decays. And if we did that, like for the beginning again, it sounds something like this. Or maybe... So we need to finish it on, what is it? Let's see, what chord do we need to finish it on? Pretty much finish it on the beginning chord, which is C minor, which is what the piece is in to begin with. Let's let it fade out like that. See how long it takes to fade out? That's good right there. And then that part on the repeat, I forgot about this. crossfade. I put an ending on it because, well, I mean, the crossfade just doesn't do it for me. I want to do something interesting at the end. Like, actually end the piece. Make it like a song. And then in the extended version, it'll play forever. So you don't really get to end it in the game because you don't want to feel an ending in the game. You want it to go on. But here, it's a song, so we want to. So let's end it. Make it have a proper ending. And that's sad. It's just so satisfying when you do it like that. But you can feel that like just satisfaction of like the ending. And so now all we got to do is make it fade out at the end right here. Get the chords to drop off. Then we have an ending. There we go. That's good. All right. So let's see what we have next. I think so this is pretty much restored now. All we have to do is, can you sustain that last note a little longer? Let's see if we need a I could do with a longer sustain. Let's delete this. We don't need it. Yeah, let's give that a longer sustain. Also, there's something I forgot. I forgot the vibrato on the harmonica. There we go. That's perfect. Now, for the vibrato, let's test it on this long note here. Let's go to the regular harmonica channel. because probably must have been listening to it at the time. So let's see that ending though. All right. Now that yeah, I think that this is good, but we need to everything needs to be mixed. This is just like the raw sort of transcription. Everything needs to be mixed. Everything needs to be like EQ'd and like finalized, and like it needs stereo separation. That's what's really gonna make it pop. But we're not gonna do that right now. I need a break, because then I can come back and like hear it with fresh ears. So we're gonna take a break for about an hour or two, and then I'll come back. All right, y'all. Be right back soon. Hold on, let me see if I can pause it. Does it allow you to pause stuff? Nah, I just have to end the stream.